folks. It is another nice day. Stay put. It's another nice day outside here in the DFW area. And my beard looks like something else right now. I don't even know. Don't even know. I'm about ready to try to figure out a way to turn this damn camera around, basically that way a little bit, just because it's nice outside. But yeah, if you don't wake up, you're gonna miss the day. All the fun of the day is gonna pass you by. You're not gonna achieve nothing. So you gotta get up. Because if you don't, life ain't gonna happen. Life will continue. You know, it'll happen. It just won't happen in any way that you've affected it because you didn't choose to get up and go do something. So the key, I'm gonna be bothering me recently. Whether we start to do a number on the damn nose. But if you don't get up, folks, you'll never have anything awesome happen. Why? Because you're stuck in your bed. You can do like you can do anything you put your mind to, folks. So let's just be very real. Can't never could. So if you don't go and get it, it's never gonna happen. The question is, why the hell is my background on my StreamYard's not allowing me to put my background up, man? I want to know what's up with that. Like I had a blue background, and then I went to change it to one of the new ones, and it won't let me put up either one. But I should be able to because it let me before. I won't have to figure that one out because StreamYards, slow your roll, bro. Like y'all need to fix, as my buddy on his panel of I Love We Live said, you need to fix the things that are goofed up first. Like right now, like I don't want to have I don't have the money to pay for that stuff, and I'm not really gonna. If I am, I'm gonna make my own. I don't know. But point is, yeah, you gotta fix the crap that's not working with it. They turn it off for the winter. Yeah, for the winter. The bathrooms are still on though, and the bathrooms are fairly cold, and it's probably the same damn water. But anyways, so StreamYards, I don't know why I can't put my background up. I should have just never touched it, and it probably wouldn't have mattered anyway. Y'all probably would have removed it because y'all want to be a bunch of goobers. So I don't know what to tell you about that, but y'all need to quit adding things in until we have figured everything out completely, and you fix the things that are wonky. I don't know what to tell you if you don't. But I want my damn background back. This crap right here is not cool. So if anybody can tell me how to bring it back. I ain't trying to press a bunch of buttons, man, but I want my background, damn it. And they don't want to put it on there. Who want the biscuits, bruh? Alright, damn it to hell. Alright, so I guess we wake and bake. Oh, there's kids around here, so we gotta be careful about how we do this. People are gonna have honestly, I might end the stream and restart it somewhere else in the woods, like in a nicer spot, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Well, I haven't done a crap ton of searching on the area. I mean, I know it, but I don't want to go. I like having this table to sit at. There's people that walk through here all the time, and sometimes I don't get a break from when people ride through here or walk through here. But the good thing is, my little hive is it's incognito. It's like a neato burrito, but it's not a burrito. Man, I cannot wait till my beard gets a little longer. Need to get a better beard straightener. The damn problem. My damn beard is on like short version of Chris Stapleton, real wiry. I want my damn background back, damn it. Like it's not on there. It don't want to work. Like I don't understand. Like what did I do? How do I do? What do I do with it? Do I still camera? Doesn't want to let me do it. Oh, I'm not gonna restart none of that. Yeah, man, that's bogus. I want my damn background back. Okay, it's stupid. So, another thing I gotta be careful of when I'm doing this is, uh, my damn my herb smells really really good. It's loud, like it's super loud. What I have is blueberry yum yum. Got that blueberry yum yum. Yes, I do. Take a bag of goodness. What's in here? Like, it's even in the bag. And when I open my jar, it's like really loud. All right, let's pull that big nug out again. Put some raw spot. That blueberry yum yum, son. Super yummy. Super yummy. Super, 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 super. 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 It's like a whole nother level over super. How are you today? I'm super. It's South Park, man. Yeah, man. Tom McDonald had it right in his song "People So Stupid." You grew up watching South Park. How are you offended? And then, okay, so apparently, there is some slight hype that Ryan Upchurch apparently was talking mad trash about Jelly Roll and Tom McDonald and others. I'm like, dude, if Ryan Upchurch was so popular and all this was the hype and all this other stuff, then why have I not heard a single thing about all the trash he be talking about? Not a single thing. Why is it Tom McDonald at the top of the game making all his music between him? Ooh, crap. We almost had a bit of a party foul, sort of. Why is it that Tom McDonald and his woman and his one buddy are like at the top of the game, selling out and stuff, but they don't. I don't see none of that crap that he be talking about. Honestly, anything I ever see from Ryan Upchurch is a bunch of trash talk. Just always trying to stay stuck up in that drama. And I swear that man needs to learn that it's okay to not use a whole or half a full dip can in his mouth. Like it just is kind of like a bit much, bro. And your mouth is gonna fall off. You know, at that point, I'd say, fuck it, man. If you're gonna maybe some karma will happen. I mean, I'm not hating on Upchurch. I'm just Ryan Upchurch or what not or whatever. Yeah, I'm just saying. All I ever see from him is a bunch of drama. Like I kind of feel bad for the dude. Why? Because he be stressing himself out, bro. Like he got mad. Apparently, was bitching, trying to talk shit because Jelly Roll apparently came at him and was like, "Bro, we can help you out. We can lift you up and get you some notoriety a little bit more." I mean, like he act like they buddying up to try and get popular. Like, look, it's not that they buddying up. It's called a collab. And funny thing is he bitches about that, but yeah, he's bumped up to and buddied up to some pretty big names too. So how is he not doing anything the same? Like, how is he not doing the same thing? But then again, like, bro, like, why is Ryan Upchurch hating? Focus on yourself, bro. Like, you spend all that time, damn, seasonal stuffies. You spend all that time bickering and bitching and complaining and talking trash when you know, aside from when you doing him doing his music, Upchurch could be, tending to his family. I don't know, focusing on things that have to do with his life, making his life better. Because I know that man struggled. He's like me. He's like a lot of us. We struggle. He found a little groove, but now he's trying to find a different groove, and he's trying to climb a mountain's worth of off road when his vehicle metaphorically is not able to get up that because he gonna drive himself off a cliff with all the trash talking, man. Like, negativity only goes so far. It only is so effective and only so appropriate and necessary in so many situations. At some point, and that length or amount is very limited. So what he has done is Ryan Upchurch has put himself in he's wrapped himself in a negative energy, man. Like, Bubba, like, let it go, man. Let it go. If you don't want to collab with Jelly Roll, you don't want to collab with people like Tom McDonald, whatever, fine. Go find your own damn thing. Let them know. But stop being a fucking whiny ass, bro. Like, it's sad. Like, chill out. I mean, look, if I had to tell anybody in Brian Upchurch's position, like, bro, you bitch and complain about shit. You bitch and complain about shit. He bitches and complains about shit. He says he struggled, this, and that. And I'm not doubting he has it. But let me tell you right now, for folks like Ryan Upchurch, your life has never been probably as bad as others. I can guarantee it's not been as bad as mine. My struggle has been more real. Why? I've had my family burn me. You still have family backing you up to some degree. I have none. I've been on the street because no one wants to help me, because I'm honest, because I'm real, because I won't put up with bullshit. And instead of bitching about it and staying stuck on it, I just move on and try to do what I gotta do and realize the world's kind of rough and messed up, and some people are bags of dongs, and it sucks. But I realize staying stuck on it is only going to tear your mind apart by yourself from your own actions. So the key is to not let yourself get wrapped up in the bullshit. Even if you're right, I have realized after about 15 minutes of bitching nonstop, guess what happens? You only hurt yourself and your own mind. You ain't doing nothing but stifling your own energy. And yes, I know it's 7:53. It's not even freaking 8 o'clock here in Texas. So, sorry if you're not up. Like a 15, 30-minute little stream, maybe? I mean, little slight pep talk. Oh, but for all my metalheads, baby. All my metalheads, because I can put my hat on now because it's not getting too hot. Or it's getting not cold where I don't need a beanie cap. I can put on my hat. But for all you metalheads, we've got some good concerts coming through here in the DFW area. We got some 9 Inch Nails coming to town. We have Black Label Society at the Bomb Factory in Deep Ellum. That's going to be amazing. I saw him years ago. I really am. Those 2 concerts right there. I kind of want to figure out a way to get tickets and not win tickets. Now, if I win tickets, fine. But let's be real. When you win tickets, most of the time the tickets you're winning are not that great. You're like lawn seats. You gotta wait till like the day before, or a couple days before, or you find that one big event that they're giving away the good seats to like the pit. But I kind of want to spend some money. I mean, I've already seen them both. I've seen both Black Label Society and 9 Inch Nails at least once in my life. 9 Inch Nails was a really good show. And when I say show, their music, the performance. Now, Zakk Wylde's more about his vocals and the jam. Now, that was still a really good concert. He kicked ass. He's got an awesome guitar, and I've never been to the Bomb Factory, and I don't know exactly where the 9 Inch Nails are playing. I can't remember. But I've seen them both. If I had to choose, I would probably want to go see Black Label Society again. I have a T-shirt too, and I'll if I do go, I'm gonna dig that son of a bitch out of my storage and wear it to the damn closet. But on that note, since there's no one around, and it's a clear moment. Oh damn, that hat needs to be. I'd have heard a vehicle brake. The squeak of it. It's close by. All right. 3, 2, 1, fire in the hole. Wake and bake. Wake it up, shake it up. Time to wake up and go get the day done. Can't be living the day and having fun and doing great things if you're stuck in bed, even on a damn Saturday. Got that blueberry yum yum, and let me tell you, it is. Honestly, I wish I could get my press fixed fast enough. I mean, honestly, if it's just a fuse issue and I can figure out a way to open my press, I mean, I should be able to. I don't know why you would want to make a press that you can't get into and fix. And it's just a fuse issue, like I think. I want to get my fuses back up and running and do some more press videos because like I was telling him, we lie. He didn't know I had a press. I'm like, bro, that's some of my best videos. Like, got some really good stuff that on my channel and my Instagram. Now, right now, my YouTube channel, I don't have them posted as public. I don't think, but for instance, I had like 1.9 grams of dry rainbow roots flour. Very carefully cut it up with a pair of fine scissors, tiny scissors. I held it in my fingers, barely touching it. If I did, I even would sometimes get a glove just to not collect the crap on my fingers, but I very rarely would touch it very much. Anyways, I would chop it up right over a keef press, and then puck it up, not super tight. When I did it, I would chop it up, and the reason why I would chop up the bud is because if I chopped up the bud but didn't do a lot of chopping, I would just randomly in random shapes so that I would have fairly loose chunks of the nug, but loose enough so that the inner parts of the nug and all the extra goodies in there will easily flow better. And puck it up. But the key to pucking up the herb in preparation for pressing is to not puck it up too tight. You puck it up too tight and you're only putting it back into the position it was before to not allow it to flow better or even worse than it would have been able to before. And then you, as I would do, place it in the center very carefully. And here's where I sometimes might increase the heat, but only in the last minute or so of the pressing. And what I would do was a big key factor in pressing was I was always gradually adding weight because you don't want to like press it all the way super quick because that can ruin the bud or the process and burn it. And you don't want to burn it too much, otherwise it just comes out not that good and you ruin your terps. But yeah, it's dead center. Pressed very solidly. I pressed 1.9 grams of dry rainbow roots flour. We got 0.8 grams of golden rosin that just was marvelous, and found out that was an extremely good yield and didn't realize how well I was pressing, which is why I want to get back into it. But I've got to fix my press. I think I got a fuse issue because everything on it works except the up and down, which is probably, it sounded like when it happened, when the up and down stopped working, it sounded like a click, which probably is a fuse. A fuse popped, and I just need to replace it with those little tube fuses. Super easy to fix. Hey, what's up, RV Flies? What's up, buddy? How you been? Hope you're doing decent. Oh crap, we got people coming through. I'm gonna take another hit, but I'm gonna wait for this one person to pass. This dude over here looks like he's cool. Like he don't care. Like he would probably smoke with me if he wanted to. I mean, but I don't know. He's doing his hiking. He's tying his shoes. Actually, I like his shoes. His shoes got a nice little color scheme to them. I need to get me some better running shoes. But right now, I got my well, they're dirty as hell, and I need to wash them. But I got me some Chuck Taylors. Yeah, it is a nice day out. Damn it, yeah, yeah. You know, I've actually been thinking about doing some traveling because I got me my new bike. I don't know if you've seen it. Here, let me show it. Oh, we're gonna flip. That's my new bike. Yes, that is a. Oh, scoot over a little bit. Scoot your big fat tushes. Well, that is a Segway Cyber. It does about 35. They had to dumb down the system in order for it to be legally sold as a Class 2 e-bike, which means, and I was told it was doing like 45, 50 or so. So when my warranty's up, I'm going to try and get the programming that they actually made somehow and put it on, install it on here, so I can bump it up and go a little bit faster. I do quite well. I get a lot of questions. People really like it. It doesn't look like an e-bike. It looks, for all intents and purposes, it kind of looks like a motorcycle, but it's not. I don't get stopped by the police. They pass me up going down the road. They're probably like, this dude is just living it. And you know what? What I found here in Texas is that even when it's not within regulation, the police don't mind too much as long as you're not out there causing really dumb shit. You're not out there doing dumb. Like, look, if I want to do wheelies and shit, I'm not going to do it on the road unless I'm really good at it, which I have realized I think I probably could on this, but I already know there's going to be a moment if I try a wheelie, I'm going to dump that damn thing because I haven't done wheelies in years, man. I used to do wheelies on my mountain bike when I was like 13 and 14. I could drop that thing in first gear and just pull up, and before you know it, I was straight off in lean mode where I had my whole body like you see them boys out there in New York on bike days leaning way far back, real chill. That's what I was doing 20, 30, 40 yards worth of wheelies, and I had to put the tire down not because I lost balance, because I ran out of room to do the wheelie. I was like, bro, I could have, like, when I was 13 and 14, I was running down the road going, man, I'm at that point now. I'm about to just be able to ride down the road doing wheelies a whole time. Because most of the time I'm standing up on my bike or using no hands, and I can't quite do that no hands thing on this one. And we're still working on the balance with no hands. Like, sometimes I'll let go while I'm standing up, and I'll just, get that good energy flowing. And I'm like, I know everybody looks at me like this dude here being weird. Like, no, man, I'm just loving it. Riding bikes is therapeutic, bro. Most people don't realize, I want to get me a motorcycle because it's cute. Then you find out, nah, man, I got this motorcycle is so much better because than the notion that it was cool. It's because it's therapeutic. I'm dead serious, man. So yeah, and I've personally I've been wanting to travel. I'm trying to find damn lighting, and I can't figure out the yes, that's like so I'm gonna break this down because you're gonna like this, but I also don't know what's up with freaking StreamYards. I want my background back. So here's the thing: 6,000 watts is on this bike. Let me see if I can put it down here for a little bit more of a show and tell. I mean, what we need is a show and smell. I mean, I got some good herb. I got some blueberry yum yum right now. Is what I got. All right. You need to stay put. Oh, that's what we need to do right here. All right. So, oh crap. So this right here has 6,000 watts on these two batteries. Between each battery, I have 3,000 watts. It takes about 6 hours to charge when completely dead. I can open this up, remove the batteries, charge them from here. Let's put that about, it says 750 watts on here, but you know what? Look, what most people don't realize is they regulate the motor, not the batteries. So you can have as many watts as you want in the batteries. It's got a nice display. It's got a handlebar set up. I can do all kinds of stuff to it. It's got a light. This is what the light looks like. I mean, it does about 35 miles an hour disc brakes. It's called a Segway Cyber. I have pegs, hydraulic brakes, little extra bright light. That's emasculating, and so is that. So at some point, I want to get me an air horn because it needs to be louder. I want somebody's butthole to cringe up when they hear me honk behind them because you almost hit me. And I'm about to get me some get back whips. Like, I'm dead serious. This you get too close to me and not paying attention while you drive people, but you gonna find out. Because if I hit them, they don't die. They hit me, I come real close to it, and I don't want that. I got other options on it, like right here. Let's see. All kinds of different little stuff. Stats. I mean, all kinds of things. So, and there's an app for it, yes. So I'm going to flip my phone back this way, plug it back in before we get below 100 because it's nice and cool out and it's not causing any issues. I'm going to stay that way. But it's a very nice bike. It's that's the thing. So when I'm just pedaling, if I use pedal assist and only pedal assist, I can do over 100 miles. I carry a little bit extra weight because of my supplies and gear to deal with the struggle. And I'm usually riding in race mode. There's 3 modes: eco, sport, and race. And sport, eco is like up to like 28. And then sports up to like 32, 33-ish. And then race is where the extra torque and the extra speed comes from too, and that's where you can reach 35. It's the off-road only, but it kicks in mostly in hills and stuff. If I'm in race mode with all my weight, I'm carrying about, I'd say, 15, 20 pounds in total on my bike, whether it be attached to me or on my bike somewhere, roughly, give or take. And I'm in race mode, and I'm laying down on the throttle because it's pedal assist as well as throttle. I can do, if I ride correctly, if I'm really putting everything I got into the most efficient way to ride, and I mean aerodynamically, meaning like you take every turn, you don't slow down, you lay off the throttle when you can, let the inclines and the momentum do the work for you, and which is what I do. I will cruise up to lights and stuff in such a way that if I can, I don't have to stop. So I eliminate as much use of the system as I can. I ride efficiently. I ride streamlined. I'm going to get and go the quickest, fastest, smoothest way possible. And when I do that on race mode with my weight, I can do anywhere between 40 and 60-ish miles. Now, if I'm in sport, I could probably do around a little more. If I were to remove the weight on race mode, I could probably do 80. I mean, I can get around the DFW area fairly well. It's just small enough that you could probably take it on one of the trains to Hopscotch and just get a little further without the waste of energy. So let's put it this way. I went from, let's see, y'all may not see me for a moment, and I don't know if I'm going to lose you in total, but I'm going to put this there, and I'm going to look something up because I'm going to be on the internet, so I don't know if it's going to kill me because I'm going to open another window, so give me a quick moment. I want to see the mileage on something because I like to be a little bit more discreet about my location for obvious reasons. I think that's just smart in general. But give me one moment. Un momento, por favor. If you can hear me, that's cool, because I think somebody once in the past said I could. Let's turn on my location so that it'll tell me exactly what I need to see. I'm looking up for something in the downtown Dallas. All right, that's all I need to do. So, and I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry. Ooh! All right, come on, get off the speaker. Come on. Get to bed. To bed. All right. So, I went the other day. I took this thing from exactly where I'm sitting to another location that was 22 miles away with traffic, hills, and sometimes having to make detours because you just don't know what you're coming up across, and or what was there, what shouldn't be there, what typically isn't or normally was not there, which is what I did. And all kinds of random crap happens, and people drive stupid, so you have to make alterations that take the power of your bike to do that. But now, I think I got a small pimple on the back of my head. And so this trip was a 22-mile trip. So I stayed in Eco, and I went from technically the very far south side of Denton County and or Collin County, and all the way to Fair Park Station in downtown Dallas, which was a 22-mile trip, and back. And I made it just fine. All you got to do is plug in and charge. Let's see, what was some other things I was going to say about this thing? Oh, yeah, the front wheel locks up, the back wheel locks up. It's got an alarm. It weighs about as much as a heavy human. So if you try to pick it up, you're going to be carrying some seriously dead weight. Not going to be easy. Furthermore, it's got an alarm on it. Now, here's the part people should really be worried about with this. Because there's some spicy individuals out there that don't like having their stuff taken. And if someone were to actually get away with this thing, you know what? It would be the biggest mistake they would make. Why? I can track it. So that means wherever you're at with that bike, I'm going to find you. You don't want me to find you after you take my stuff. It's going to be a bad day. It's going to be a really, really, really bad day. All right. So since we have another moment of privacy, we will take another quick hit. But it's a Segway Cyber. It's got a very cyberpunk type of vibe. It's very cool. Lots of people love it. I get lots of questions. I am now in the category where the way I move and look, I get waves from other bikers. They're always throwing that wave out to me like this. They're like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, sometimes before I get a chance to do it, I have to reciprocate because I see him throwing the hand out and throwing that wave. So I'm getting a lot of biker love right now, which is cool. I mean, even from the Harley dudes, like they're like, one of them's like, "Nah, pull up, man, you good?" People want to know about it. People like this thing. I'm not gonna lie. This thing looks like something you would see in iRobot, or it's got, like I said, cyberpunk. So it's something you would see. This is something I feel like I would see out of like iRobot or a Fifth Element. This is definitely one of those types of rides. It's electric. It's quiet. When I say ghosting, that's the true ghosting. Now, here's the problem, though. I want to light it up more on the sides because I want to be seen better. I need to get some mirrors, and I need to get blinkers. That's another thing. I want some blinkers. They didn't come with all that, which I'm surprised. And I need some saddlebags because I need to be able to carry the stuff a little bit better. It's very nice. People like it. Like it's if you live in a city and you have a vehicle, but you want to save your vehicle on the gas and how expensive it is for I mean, if you need to, you could figure out a way to lock this thing up with a chain somewhere if you really wanted to on something. If you wanted to take some extra measures, um, but if you got a car but you want to save the gas because it's expensive. I mean, it is. I remember when it wasn't like stupid cheap, but and you want to save your vehicle for the long trips. This right here, this bike, this is the thing that's going to do that. You're going to be able to cut back all that extra gas spending on this. You can buy this right there, that right there will get you to work and back. No problem. Most people that work far enough away that you couldn't use something like this to get to work, odds are you use a vehicle because an actual vehicle is necessary for that job as well. Like if you're going that far for work, like you either or it's worth it because you make really good money, or you need the vehicle for the work in some way or form other than just getting to work. But this will definitely get you around town. It's fun. It gets a lot of attention and questions. Uh, I like it. It's not bad. Yeah, as you said, as you said, RV is from point A to point B. Well, no, it's not just from point A to point B. I can take this thing off trails. Like if you can walk the trail or climb it, you can almost do it with this. Like I've rarely had to put it in race mode to really get it up any hills because that thing's like that would have to be a serious hill. I've climbed one little serious hill, and it got up there quick. It was cool. I was dang. But this isn't just a point A to point B. This is a little bit more to point A to point B to point C to point D to point E, back to point B to point E to C to D. Like if you're doing it right, it's very versatile. I like it. You don't need a license. Um, I don't get stopped by police. If anything, I think they're probably like this dude here. He's enjoying life. He's. I mean, look. I look at how much people waste in gas going down the road, sitting in traffic, sitting on the service roads, sitting on the highway, not moving like they should be. Them big ass highways, you're not supposed to be sitting still. If you're sitting still on a highway that's got 4 lanes, you're in an area there's too many damn freaking people. Let's just put it, people. There's a lot of planet Earth out there. There's no reason why you can't spread out. Spread out. Oh, you could do it with the desert, make it look awesome. Go do it. I mean, I could, but I don't got the money for it. I mean, another thing is you can't. Like, the government needs to be told stop making it radioactive, so you can't live out there. But hey, cheers, skull to everybody. I said before, like the title says, you gotta get up to go make the day happen. You don't miss the fun. But it's very nice out here today too. Very, very nice. I'm probably gonna go get me some breakfast in a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. It's Saturday. Um, I start work for seasonal work. I'm doing the Coca-Cola Christmas here in the DFW area. So I'm going to be possibly passing out good energy and helping families get down the snow slides. I guess they're going to be making that fake snow or probably something. I don't know what they're doing. Like it's Texas. Everything that's cold, winter, snow related is fake. We don't get that crap down here. The only place we get that is a little bit down in South Texas and North Texas, where some of the mountain regions are. What little bit of mountain regions we have, where it gets just high enough and the weather gets a pinch cold enough where it drops snow. We're up in the Panhandle during certain times of the year, like in Amarillo. But yeah, It's it's funny because someone told me that this thing kind of reminds me of one of the scenes or one of the bikes that Steve McQueen would ride a little bit, and he goes, "Bro, your bike reminds me so much of one of the motorcycles that Steve McQueen would ride." So he's nicknamed me Steve McQueen when I roll. So he's yo Steve McQueen. So of course I'm all like, what? So or because I wear a giant here, let me show you for that falls. I wear this giant thermal as a way to stay warm, among other layers as well. But I've kind of had the idea that when I layer up, I mean, I've also got a face cover and I've got another one, but it's a hunting face cover that would match this. And I have a backpack that's all camo. And so I've I've kind of come up with this idea that my another nickname that I could have would be Cyber Groot, like Cyber Groot, or I am Groot, like the big tree dude from freaking a Guardians of the Galaxy. But I need to get a proper helmet that would look like a Groot. I'm not gonna lie, if I could find me a motorcycle helmet that was approved by like a DOT approved motorcycle helmet shaped like a Groot head from Guardians of the Galaxy, that would be freaking cool. I would ride all day in my thermal and my camouflage full body thermal and my camouflage backpack all day and go get my camouflage gloves and ride around with a Groot helmet all damn day. That would be freaking cool. Not even gonna lie. I've wanted to deck out this bike because it's got a very Tron-like vibe and possibly red, but red's not my color. So that actually makes me want to paint all these buttons and the spring back here that's on the suspension and the hydraulic brake parts. I want to paint them blue, but because blue's more my color, obviously. But deck this thing out in red or blue and go full Tron mode and go get a Tron helmet because there's one already out there that somebody has. Figure out a way, and somebody did a setup on their body, and I could do a full. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I did a full Tron setup on this thing with the red scheme I got right now, that would look pretty damn cool too. And you couldn't miss me. Like, I could do a rough bit of it and have my full body decked out and find a helmet and do that too. That would be interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I bet you people would start taking photos. So people already kind of want to take photos of this thing. I can go places cars can't, and I'll pop that curb. I can get up curbs and onto the road, off the road, onto the sidewalk, and pass all that traffic up real fast. And then, dude, it's like there's nothing that stops me. And then, yeah, so it's fun, but once again, you got to get up to go make the day happen. If you're in my position and you have no place to stay, you got to stay positive. Okay, let me reiterate. Stay optimistic. It is hard to stay positive, that I understand, but you got to stay optimistic. So, if anything, stay optimistically positive. But you got to keep on keeping on. Every time people that are in my position see me that haven't made any achievement, they're like, "Where do you get all this stuff? How do you? Every time we see you, you got something more. You're doing a little." I'm like, and I have to tell people sometimes. I'm like, "Dude, you're not gonna like my answer." And they're like, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "It's you. Many people don't try hard enough. Like so many people have gone into, I just want to be a slug and just mope around. Oh, what's the free? I don't want freaking freebies, man. Only freebie I want is the free opportunity to work my ass off, make my own damn and earn my own damn keep. That's it. I don't like standing on the side of the road asking for money. I did it twice in my life. Did kind of decent on the first run. And I make myself look decent. So they're like, oh, he's probably going to go do something right with it. And I made like, shit, I made $60 in like 20 minutes, which is not fucking bad. But it ate my soul up. It really did. It like, I felt like it was eating at my conscience. And it's not like it wasn't necessary or okay to some degree. What I'm saying is I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I have to feel resorted to that because I am capable, but I can't be given or find or obtain for some reason, not for lack of trying, the opportunity to do for myself. At this point, if I ever stand on the side of the road again with a sign, it's going to be like, I want a job, not your money. Can you help? Bam. How about them apples? So I can grow my own damn apples. You know what I mean? But I've gone and got it. You know, the only thing that I expect anything from, to some degree, due to the history of what should have been there and what wasn't done right, is my mother. There's a lot behind that, and I try not to do that either because she has her own things to deal with. But my mom has been very nefarious, and it's a very complicated thing. And it's unfortunately due to her. Ow, crap, hold us. Unfortunately, due to my mother's choice to probably stay negative and hold a grudge and just keep that kind of crap in her life, odds are that's the way it's going to be between me and my mama. And I'm just going to have to accept the fact that it may never be what it should be, unfortunately. You know, I should be worse off, but I'm not. And why? Because I realized when I was born in 85 and I was able to think for myself by the age of 5 and 6, going, by the time I hit 8, it was making big, full-blown adult decisions, talking like an adult to my parents about serious stuff. I realized my world and my life and my generation would be a world in a realm that was filled with attacks of the mind. So I built my mind strong and resistant, defiant, and spoke and thought for itself. Did the research, was open-minded, but yet controlled my own thinking. Did not let others and other things sway my thinking. You have no power over me. Because that's where they're, once they take this, they can take everything else. So I built my mind strong. Very strong. My mind is very unpredictable, very hard to decipher. People think they have me read, and I portray a couple different things that most people think they got figured out, but I'm a little different, little extra different. And I mean that in a good way. And therefore, they think they have me figured out, but they don't. So build your mind strong, folks. Resist all the negative. Resist the temptations. Resist the bad. I mean, don't be bribed. You know, stay strong. Because this world right now is a world of manipulation up here. And if they can manipulate you up here, they can make you do anything. And MK Ultra shit was real, man. You know, I saw a video with the dude talking about it, and I was like, yeah, the only problem is they haven't met me yet. I would flip that world upside down. Already more than it did when it became a topic or a concept of reality that is not be taken lightly. Psychological warfare is a serious thing. You can be more effective with psychological warfare than you can with physical bombing. I can promise you that right now. The governments know this, especially the U.S. government. I can promise you right now that I've said it, I'm not even going to lie. I predicted the freaking pandemic. I predicted the event at the Capitol that happened January 6th. I begged my mom for a way to get a small little device so I could record this crap on video before it happened, 20 years before it happened when I was a freshman in high school, because I guarantee you this crap will be going viral. I know how stupid I don't care. That remote viewing shit, real shit. Like I've had things happen that I should not have been able to do that I still have not figured out exactly why I was able to do that. That is on those types of levels where you have like a precognitive ability to realize something's about to, like, how did you know? And I've even had people see it when I call out a car wreck, real specific to how it happens, and they all look around dead silent, scared as hell because they don't know how the hell I was just like, oh my, don't worry about the cop that's coming down the road here in a second to come out to see it. They're like, which one? And they turned, they didn't see it, and then a second later he came into view, and they're like, oh my god! They were scared. Oh, they're like, how? I'm like, don't worry about that. We'll talk about this later. And they're like, bro, how? I'm like, you guys gotta let yourself be connected to the universe, man, or whatever it is that's out there telling us what we need to know. We just don't listen hard enough. You need to sync up with the frequency of whatever it is you need to be in tune with. I'm telling you. Yeah, I guess I'll go a full hour. And then I'm gonna go get me some breakfast. I'm almost done with this. But man, yeah, like they're gonna the psychological warfare is a very serious thing, man. And like I was saying, you can be more effective with that than you can with just about any other type of offense. Like you can stop the physical. You can literally stop a physical attack from happening by using psychological warfare. You just got to get good at it. I've gotten real good at learning human behavior psychology, learning to read situations and assessing situations to know exactly what's going on. I've at times done or said things like, and I bet this person da 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 is going to do this, do that, or think this way, and you see like three people turn around like, dude, how did he know? You see that one person like, dude, that's creepy. I'm like, dude, I'm just good. Look, like in high school when I took a psychology class, I already knew so much about psychology before I was even in high school, due from personal experience of being around that type of stuff or stuff that was neurologically connected to the brain and those types of things. Um, that when I got in there one day, I had my teacher. He was talking about something, and teaching a lesson, and I was like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's part of this and this, but that's part of a bigger picture. That's the lesser part of a bigger picture for this and this part of whatever." And this condition, and he's like, dude, I don't even know that. He's like, yeah, but you know that stuff. I was like, yeah, I know a lot of this stuff. He goes, really? I was like, yeah. He goes, where did you learn it? I don't even know what that is. Like, could you would you be able to teach me that? And he turned, like half the class turns around and was like, whoa. The teacher just asked him, the student, to teach him. And I had half the class look at me like, oh crap. Like this dude's really smart in psychology. And that one person that knows I was really smart in math. I had already been bumped up a grade in English and or your language arts class stuff. Uh, I've been bumped up like a grade or two almost in math because I was excelling. I was a freshman in like a junior or senior class, and I mean, I was still answering all the questions better than most of them. They're like, "What are you doing here? Aren't you a freshman?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, what are you doing in this class? I'm like, It's called being smart, and or intelligent, being really good at what you do. I mean, I've said it before. Had a, I was offered at least a partial scholarship, and I was like, well, can I get a full paid scholarship? Because I don't want no debt, and I told myself I don't really see how much of a degree is going to help me in certain areas. Like I don't particularly want to be a doctor. I might want to become a lawyer, but that's a little cheaper. But there's only certain jobs and careers that an actual diploma or degree of any kind is actually going to help you with. Everything else, all it is like, look what I did, and I paid $40,000 to get a piece of paper that said I did it. And guess what? You could have done that without paying a dime. All you're doing is paying for a fancy piece of paper for someone else to do it for you and push it in your brain rather than you do it in a way that could, or that we could do it, that one could do it in a more rooted way that it sticks better from personal experience. As I've said before, personal experience is a better way to learn. It is more, it lasts, the memory remembers it more and better. But I told him, I said, I don't see how this degree or this scholarship, partially paid, or like I don't want to be in debt. Because look at now. I said, because I even told him, I said, in 20 years, our economy's going to go to shit. It's just going to get hit hard, and doctors are already having trouble finding, and they got degrees, and they're having trouble in getting a job. Uh, uh, and I said, they're going to tell us they're going to pay our tuition fees. And then what happened? Bam, they snatched that shit back. That didn't happen, or if it didn't happen a lot. So, and even all the professionals that were just like, damn, we can't really argue with that. He's kind of right. He's like, damn, I literally, they're like, why didn't you go to debate class? I was like, because no one listens. They just want to argue. I said, there's a difference between debating and arguing. And that's the problem nowadays, is people don't know how to be non-biased. People can't acknowledge what is real. People also can't be open-minded. People also can't be, hey, that's clearly not working. We need to find something else. All right, now they need to pull their egos, their emotions out of what needs to be for the people. Whenever you're dealing with something smaller, you're more personal, you can bring in your emotions. When you start to get too personal with your emotions in the bigger grand scheme of things for the greater good of the people and the team, you start to screw it up. Then you start to have these personal ego fights that your emotions are on a personal level with one individual or one side. And it's like, now you're just doing this to be vindictive and cause problems. You ain't doing it because you want the right thing to happen. And that's what's going on. All the people up there that have the power that we put into office, that we are voting in, whether you're on the left or whether you're on the right, whether you're in the middle, doesn't matter. You people up there that we put in there, both sides, all sides, put your little dingalings back in the freaking box and knock it off, man. This crap is ridiculous. Our country needs to get its crap together, and we, the people. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. Some of y'all on the left, I don't even like taking sides. I'm like JD Delay. Like I'm not on anybody's side. I'm here to make things work for everybody, and throw the creepers in the damn wood chipper. That's what that's about. So we just need to quit being stupid. And if you're out there, um, um, recording stuff and trying to just interact, I get it. I get it. And for those that's in this whole the thing with Charlie Kirk, that was wrong. That was stupid. I think. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I think that one was probably a little bit more politically driven. I think that might have been a little bit more bigger than just some random. Because people knew he had a lot of persuasion in this country. He was a good dude. And here's the problem that I fear about that for me, as I speak, and at times I've spoke a lot like he did, making people and forcing people to Acknowledge the question at hand and not avoid it. Make them think for themselves through the process. Go through the steps in their brain where they have no choice but to make their brain go, yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. What's going on? And so, but the thing is, so I stay a little extra spicy so that people, if they feel the need to try and do something like that to me because I speak my mind, because I want people to, because I thought a lot like he did, then yeah, so I carry protection. But on that note, it's been an hour. I'll take this last hit because it's probably gonna be real acid after that. And then I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Everybody, you have a great day. You stay awesome. Do what it do. Go change the world. Go do something nice. I don't care what side you're on. Just be cool. Be cool. We got this. Like I get it. The left wants to be more free and open, but I'll say this: the right does, and on a governmental standpoint, they want to be more controlling, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like there is a middle ground, folks. There is a middle ground, and we can find it. And we can all meet there and have a giant, awesome party of, hey, freedom party, man. We're all gonna make this work. It's teamwork makes the dream work. It's a team effort. It's a coexistence. And if you can't coexist, you're part of the problem. There are many ways to coexist, and you're gonna have to find one, or it's gonna suck the whole freaking ride. On that note, it's gone. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Go do something grand.